Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Olaleye Akintemi. In my last video, I mentioned that there are some variables you will see on your payslip, but unfortunately, I did not have enough time to actually explain what these variables are. And by variables, I mean things like gross pay, which you will see on your payslip. Your gross pay is a combination of your basic salary plus your enhancement plus the bonuses you receive and any other money that is paid to you by your company. All these constitute your gross pay. But in addition to that, you will also notice that on your salary, you will see an amount for pension, you will see an amount for personal allowance, you will see an amount for tax, and you will also see an amount for national insurance contribution. These are the most standard items you will see on your pay slip. But to some lesser number of people, that is, this will not apply to many people. So some people might also notice that additional money is being deducted from their salary. And this could include things like petrol. Yes, this could include things like petrol. So if you use your vehicle for official use to run company errands, then you will be paid for petrol. Sorry, that's not a deduction. You will be paid for petrol. So that will be additional money coming to you. And if you live in official accommodation, that is accommodation provided by your employer, then your employer might choose to deduct rent from your salary. Also, if you have a student loan, your employer might be deducting this on behalf of the government. And if you have borrowed money from your company, then your company also have a right to take back the loan from your salary. So these are the variables which you will see on your pay slip. But let me show you the table that is used to calculate some of these variables. Right, so the first table I'm going to show you is the table for the national insurance contribution. So as you can see here, in the current tax year we are now, that's April 2020 to March 2023, the current national insurance rate is 13.25%. In the last 3 years, it has been 12%, but in the current tax year, it is 13.25%. And this 13.25% will be applied to your salary if you earn a minimum of £533 in a month. So anywhere between £533 and £823 in a month, then you will pay national insurance contribution of 13.25%. If you earn between £823 and £4,189 in a month, then you will pay additional national insurance contribution at a lower level, which is a 3.25%. Let me show you the table for tax. Right, so I've come back to the table for national insurance contribution. So I need to go to the table for tax. Right, okay, so this is the table for tax. This is how your tax is calculated. So there is personal allowance of £12,570 applicable to most people. So if you earn anything below £12,570, then you wouldn't have to pay tax. And this is for the year. So your personal allowance of £12,570 cover you for 1 year. And this works out at about £1,048. So on a monthly basis, if your income is less than £1,048, then you wouldn't have to pay tax. But anything above £1,048 in a month, then depending on how much you earn, the tax rate below will be applied. So if, for example, you earn between £12,571 to £50,270, then that means you will be classified as a basic rate taxpayer, and 20% tax rate will be applied to your income. And if you have income between £50,000 and £271 to £150,000, then it means you will be classified as higher rate taxpayer, and 40% will be applied to that income. And anything over £150,000, then you will pay a tax of 45%. And this will be graduated. So 20% will be applied first, then 40% will be applied, and 45% will be applied. So this is the table for the pension rate. And this table applies to only NHS staff. If you work with any other organization, whether it is public organization or private organization, if you work with any other organization, then the pension rate will be different. But this particular table here applies to NHS staff. So you can see the minimum rate of pension, if you work for NHS, is 5%. And depending on what your salary is, then you may end up paying 14.5%. Right, okay. So now let me show you how your net pay is calculated. Even though it will not be stated like this on your payslip, but I know you will see net pay somewhere on your payslip, and this is how your net pay is arrived at. So what they would have done is your gross pay first. That's what will be at the top, gross pay. And then they will deduct your pension. Okay. And then there will be a balance. Okay, let me just put an underline so that it's a bit clearer. Okay. So once your pension has been deducted and there is a balance, then the next deduction will be your personal allowance. So let's say less personal allowance. Okay. Right. Okay. So once your personal allowance has been deducted, then your employer will arrive at your taxable pay. So from the taxable pay, then tax will be deducted at 20% if you are basic rate taxpayer. And if you are higher rate taxpayer, 40% will be applied. And also, national insurance contribution will be deducted. So depending on how much your salary is, maybe only 13.25% will be deducted. But again, if your salary is a bit high, then you may pay additional tax at a lower level, which is a 2.5%. Okay, so right, so then there will be a balance arrived at. Okay. So there will be a balance down here. Okay, so with this balance you have here, to be able to get the right net pay for you, your personal allowance will then be added back. Remember, your personal allowance for the month is £1,048. So whatever figure you have on this balance here, £1,048 will be added to it to arrive at your net pay. So add back personal allowance. And this will give you your net pay. Net pay. Okay, so this is how your net pay is actually worked out. This is a simplified version of how the net pay is arrived at. So like I mentioned earlier on, if you're paying student loan, if you're paying company loan, if you live in official company accommodation, or if you're using your vehicle for official purpose, all those items will be taken into consideration in calculating how much to be deducted from your salary and at what stage in this table you can see on this screen. All these extra deductions will be taken into consideration, and some additional income to you may also be taken into consideration if, for example, the company is paying back your petrol cost in terms of, using your vehicle for official purpose. So this is a simplified version of how your net pay is actually arrived at. So what I would suggest is you need to register on www.gov.uk. There are a lot of information available on that UK government website. You can learn more about your national insurance contribution, about the tax you pay, about pension, and so many other things. You can learn more. And all the payment, all the income that you receive every month, with the amount of tax deducted, with the amount of national insurance contribution deducted, it is all stored on www.gov.uk. That information is there. I will just show you very quickly before I end this video. Right, okay, so this is www.gov.uk. So if you have registered, you can sign in. If not, then you need to create an account. But since I have already registered, I'm going to sign in and then show you very quickly. So as you can see, I'm already signed in now. It's showing my name. And these are all the other things you can actually do in here. So if you want to see the tax you pay for the previous year or the year before that or the current year, it's all here. If you want to see more information about your national insurance, then it is all here. I will just show you very quickly. So check your national insurance contribution. It is all here. So I've been paying national insurance contribution from 1995 to 1996, and everything is recorded here. The amount I paid every year is recorded. So this is 2020 to 2021, 2019 to 2020, 2018 to 2019. It's all recorded here. From 1996, every amount that I have paid is recorded. And if you did not pay enough, then it will say year not full. But when you start paying enough, it will say full year. And all this amount of national insurance contribution will be used to determine how much state pension you will receive when you get to the state pension age. And please remember, there is a difference between state pension and workplace pension. State pension is you will be entitled to state pension if you make national insurance contribution. Your workplace pension is based on whether your company actually have a pension scheme and you are participating in it, and your company is deducting pension from your salary. So these are two separate things. State pension is different from workplace pension. So you can also see your state pension forecast if you are if you've been paying a national insurance contribution, then you can see your state pension forecast. So here it will tell you based on how much you have contributed up to the last tax year, how much are you entitled to when you retire or when you get to the state pension age. So in my case, with the amount of money I've contributed so far, even if I stop paying right now, when I get to the state pension age, I'm qualified to receive £117.25 per week. The maximum anybody can receive from the state pension is £179.60 per week. So that means you've contributed national insurance for 35 years. That will entitle you to receive £179.60 per week. And that works out at about £780.94 per month, which is £9,371.27 per year. So as you can see, the state pension is not a lot of money, but at least it will still cover something. So it's good to make sure that you're paying your NI contribution so that you can get the state pension. But much more importantly, you should contribute to workplace pension, because that will give you a bigger pot, more money that you can actually depend on when you get to the retirement age. Thank you very much for watching this video. So all I can say is, if you enjoyed the information I've been sharing with you, please click the like button. Also subscribe to my YouTube channel, and please share this video with all your friends and colleagues, and not only people that work for NHS, because some of this information benefits everybody. But because I work with NHS, there will be some of the information that will be related to NHS staff, and I will be very clear which one relates to NHS staff. But there are a lot of it that does not relate to just NHS staff, which is general, like the state pension. State pension is general, regardless of whichever company you work with, whether the company is a private company or whether it is a public company. State pension is a general one. Everybody also pays tax, whether you work with NHS or any other organization. Tax is a general one. Personal allowance, everybody is entitled to personal allowance. So it's not something relating to NHS and staff only. So please share this video with as many people as possible. Some of this information look very, very simple, but there are some people that they are not even aware that they can check their state pension online. The moment you get your national insurance card, this account is already set up for you. It is up to you whether you know how to access it or not, but this account is already set out. The moment you get your national insurance card, then you can come in here and see how much you are contributing to the state pension, and whether you need to do more, whether you need to top up. You can come here and see all the information. What is the current tax for the year? You can come here and see it. What is the current rate for the national insurance? You can come here and see it. Thank you very much, and I will see you again. Please share, subscribe, and like. Thank you. I will see you soon.